What's up everyone, Soldier First Class here, and today's mission, we've got another awesome Final Fantasy XVI update. Today we'll be talking about the game's rating, Yoshi P discussing the graphics we saw in the trailer, and a new website that's supposed to be coming soon for the game. Shout out to iTaikimochi once again for the translations. I also want to apologize for the quality of this video because I'm recording it on my phone in a hotel room and editing it on my phone. There'll also only be a trailer playing in the background because editing in all the clips of Yoshi P and the translations would be a bit of a hassle with zero equipment. So I'll be leaving links in the description below for about as much as possible. With that out of the way, let's discuss the game's rating. Final Fantasy XVI has received a provisional PEGI 18 rating, which equates to an M rating in the US. This was huge news for not only 16, but also the mainline franchise as a whole. Now, I don't know what went into that decision, considering 16 is going more a mature route, so it's confusing as to why this happened. I know other countries such as China have stricter ratings and allowances, but why would it be different for 16? Either way, this is actually a historic moment, as there's never been a mainline Final Fantasy that's been M rated, and to my knowledge, the only game in the series to have an M rating was Type 0. So for the first time ever, a mainline Final Fantasy game is rated M for mature. This was almost a given considering all the blood that was shown in the trailer, but it's always up in the air on what actually warrants an M rating these days. Now, keep in mind, this is a provisional rating, and in no way is this concrete that it will remain M rated, but it appears that the game has already gone through the process of being rated, which has other implications. Typically, games don't get anything other than a rating pending unless they're being properly reviewed by a ratings board, which means the game has to be playable in some form. Final Fantasy XVI is much closer than we all would have thought, and producer Naoki Yoshida actually made some recent comments about this. Next up, during the Final Fantasy segment of the Square Enix Tokyo Game Show panel, Yoshida commented on the graphics in the trailer and the comments he's seen about release dates. In fact, he even referenced that a lot of Americans and people abroad were leaving comments about releasing in 2035, and he wanted to encourage people not to feel that way. This was his reasoning for releasing the trailer in its current state, and said that it was difficult because there was little time to put it together. He stated that the team didn't have time to do the proper tuning and perfecting for the in-game scenes in the trailer, but didn't want to just do a pre-rendered movie with a logo. He stated that the team didn't have time to do the proper tuning and perfecting for the in-game scenes in the trailer, but didn't want to just do a pre-rendered movie with a logo. This was to make it so that audiences could know that the game was not 10 years away. He also stated that a new trailer will be shown when they can properly tune and perfect what they have ready so that fans can be happy with what they see. He admitted that the graphics were a little rough, but that fans can rest easy because they're definitely working on those aspects. I also didn't think the graphics were really that bad, and with it being a reveal trailer, I knew it's not going to be what the final product looks like anyway. Next up, we have a new website that will be coming sometime in late October and will help detail the characters and the world of Final Fantasy XVI. We've all been speculating a lot over the trailer we received at the PlayStation 5 event, so we might actually get some long-awaited answers to our questions. I know I'm excited to see the website and go over the information it shares with you guys. Keep in mind, we're also scheduled to receive even more news throughout 2021, which Yoshida mentioned last week in his PlayStation blog article. Overall, Yoshi P has this game on track and keeps mentioning comments that makes me think this game is much closer than we all think. Jason Schreier even mentioned in his recent podcast that 16 has been in production for at least 4 years and is coming soon. I fully believe that pre-production started when director Hiroshi Takai left the Final Fantasy XIV team in 2015, and that we could see this game as early as the end of next year, 2022 I would say at the latest. With Yoshi P producing, I believe the game is in good hands and that we're going to get a quality product. So what do you think, soldiers? Do these comments from Yoshida put your mind at ease, and when do you think we'll see Final Fantasy XVI? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to omni-slash that like button. Let me know in the comments section below what you thought of this new information about Final Fantasy XVI. Subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to join the ranks of Soldier today. And for all the latest Final Fantasy XVI news, rumors, and trailers, I'm Soldier First Class, and I'm on to the next mission. Later, guys.